It's syrup day again, and today we are going to make a lime syrup with some fresh limes, and not a cordial. The syrup's kind of neat because you can make a cordial later with the syrup. Ha! So what we're going to do is we're just going to rind 2 limes, minding the white pith. We don't want that in there at all. I love how spritzy and fresh these limes are. Nice. There we go. 2 limes. And we're going to use an orange as well. Just the zest. And again, be mindful of that white pith. You want to keep it nice and clean of that, because that part's really bitter. And that should pretty much do it. There we go. And to our mix, we're going to add a little bit of spice. We've got some coriander here, a teaspoon. A teaspoon of cardamom pods. That's probably how many? Who knows? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, about 12 there. And juniper berries. Another teaspoon. Sweet. And a cup and a half of water. Right. Sweet. And some fire, of course. Matches. Fire. Anybody got fire? Whoa. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Okay. Let's do this thing. Whew. Fire. Now, what we want to do, we want to set it really, really low. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to get our limes ready for juicing. And we're going to use 5 limes here. Limes are prepped, so now it's just the waiting game. Now, the reason we want to bring this to such a slow boil is because we want to extract all the flavors from the lime and the orange and all the spices we threw in there. It's going to taste great. You wait and see. Now we've got a gentle boil going on, and we're just going to boil it for maybe a couple minutes. It's been about 2 minutes, so I'm going to take it off the stove here. Might as well shut that off, eh? And to this hot, wonderful mix, I'm going to add 2 cups of white sugar. Why white? Well, it's going to keep it nice and bright. We're just going to stir it in small little batches here, so it's all nice and dissolved. Looking good. Good looking. Okay, that looks great. That looks great. So now we're going to just press our limes into our mix here. And it'll just take a few moments. Last one. And this makes 5 limes. And I often get comments about, you're squeezing the lime wrong. Well, no. I tend to flip them, both sides, because you always get a little extra juice. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. All right. I'm just going to slide this off to the side, and we're going to strain this mix out now. Got my strainer, and we're just going to strain all the pieces out here. And we got 2 cups there now. Amazing. And a mess. I gotta get a wet towel. There we go. And we're gonna pop our pan on top of there and drop this in very gently. Oh yeah. And clean up my mess. Heck. It ain't pretty. There we go. Okay, we've come to a boil now. You just want to stir that occasionally. And how long? We just want to reduce it until it becomes a syrup. It may be half, it may be a little less. You'll know. You just don't want to boil it too long, otherwise it'll start caramelizing. It's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes now, and we're just going to set that off to the side here. And that's looking really nice, actually. Whoa. When I stir, it gets all foamy. All right, let's check it out. There we go. Oh yeah, and that's going to thicken up quite a bit when it cools down. But to this mix, I'm going to add some fresh lime. It's just going to make it pop a little more. A whole lime. That's good. All right. And we're just going to transfer it into our measuring cup here. It's going to be a lot easier to pour in our bottle, right? Yeah, looking good. All right, and I'm going to strain it one more time. Oh yeah. You want to sterilize your bottles ahead of time. The one thing you want to do is let it cool down. A couple hours, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, and test it again, just to make sure you've got it the way you like it. If it's too sweet, add some more fresh lime to it. All right, I'm gonna try it, even if it is hot, because I want to know. Yeah. It is hot. And it's going to change profile once it cools. Oh, that's nice. The limes come through really nice. It's quite sweet, actually. You know, I've got a little extra here, and I'm going to let it cool down and make a cordial out of it. Yeah, be right back. I got my cordial. You know, all this is our wonderful lime syrup, 1 part to 2 parts water, and it is really refreshing. The only thing it might be missing is some booze. Cheers. Partial funding for BarTalk&Cocktails is provided by Patreon. For just a few dollars a month, you get access to lots of extra stuff. Behind-the-scenes videos, podcasts, newsletters, some of my own personally created cocktails, and much, much more. Become one of my patrons today and help keep us going. Thanks in advance. Cheers. Thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit that subscribe button down there. Doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be supporting us. How wonderful would that be? Thank you.